What's up everybody, it's Taylor and I am back with another video. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you all how I achieved this cranberry smoky eye look. I think this is a perfect look for the fall if you're still into color, not really trying to let it go, because I'm certainly not. I'm definitely a color girl, and so if you're interested in this, then keep on watching. First things first, I'm going to be starting off by priming my eye with the NYX pigment primer. And this really came in clutch because I recently found out I can't use concealer anymore on my eyelids. So I'm going to be using the 3503 Fierce by Nature Morphe palette. And the first shade I'm going to start off with is Warning Label. I'm applying a different technique than what I normally do. Normally I start off dark and then blend out light. But this time I'm starting off with light and building up the color because I just really wanted a seamless blend and I wanted to see if I can achieve the same look with different techniques. So then I'm going to take this clean Morphe NB23 brush just to blend out the edges. I always do this in my looks because I think it's important to make sure each color is blended before you layer on another color. So now I'm taking the shade Hypnotic, which is a darker cranberry shade, and I'm going to be packing that on and then building up the color from there. You don't want to put too much too soon, so it's definitely important to just pack lightly and then blend and add more as you see fit. I'm taking, once again, that clean Morphe NB23 brush to make sure each layer is blended out nice and seamlessly. So I'm taking my ABH primer to carve my eye or create a cut crease. And I actually like using this because this was a good alternative for me since I can no longer use concealer. This pretty much had the same consistency as a concealer, but just a different formula, obviously a more eyelid friendly formula. And so with this, I'm going to be winging out that look a little bit. And in this video, I messed up a little bit because it was kind of hard for me to make both of the eyes even, as is the case with most people because it's always the biggest challenge in makeup. But I fixed it. Now I'm taking that black shade, which is called Smoked Out, which is so clutch because that's what we're doing in this look. We are smoking this look out. And I'm just making sure I pack that onto the corner ever so lightly until I see fit. So now I'm taking that shimmery cranberry shade, and it's called Full Blast, I believe. And I'm packing that all over my lid. And this shade was a lot darker than anticipated, but I'm fine with that because that just means it's pigmented. So now I'm going to be lining my eye with the Wet n Wild liquid liner, and I'm just making sure that I have a black line that'll help my lashes blend. So now I'm taking my hair store lashes. These are by a hair store brand called Natural Cat Lash, and it's in the style Virgo, and I just pretty much get all my lashes from there because it's cheap and it gives me that same full mink effect. So now for skin, I'm going to be taking the Rimmel London Stay Matte foundation to put in my oily area, which is like the T-zone area, and then I'm taking my Milk Hydro Grip Primer to just prime the rest of my face where I'm normal. And I'm going in with the ABH foundation in the shade 500C. I'm normally a warm tone, but I was matched to this cool tone, but it kind of worked out. Now for concealer, I'm going to be taking a combination of the Fenty Beauty concealer and the Juvia's Place I Am Magic concealer, And I know that my Juvia's Place one is in the shade J10, but I cannot think of what my Fenty Beauty one is right now. So now, after I blend out my concealer, I'm going to be going in with the Fenty Beauty No Filter Translucent Setting Powder in the shade Honey. I just like to make sure I set it directly after I blend it out to avoid any creasing. So now I'm going to be taking my Fenty Beauty bronzing powder, bronzing powder in the shade Mocha Mommy. And I just really haven't been into contouring lately. Like, I just want to bronze and go because it's just so much quicker and convenient. But one day I'll return to my roots and do a little nasty old contour. So I'm going back into my Morphe palette and I'm taking the shade Hypnotic. And then I'm going to pair that lighter cranberry shade, the one I began with, right up under it. Now I'm going into my Morphe blush trio in the shade Pop of Poppy, and I'm taking that orange shade, which is called Provocative. And I'm going to spray my face and prepare for highlighter. I'm using the Wet n Wild highlighter in the shade Precious Petals. So now for lips, I'm taking a combination of the NYX Suede lip liner in the shade Club Hopper and Espresso, which is just a regular lip pencil by NYX. And then I'm going to be using a Morphe lipstick I picked up, and I cannot remember I think it's called, the shade of it, I think it's called Single AF. I think that's what it's called. And so I'm taking that same highlighter and putting it in my inner corner. And that is it for the look. I'm going to spray my face with the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. And that is it. I hope you all enjoyed this look and liked how it came out. If you did, give it a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and stay beautiful.